from the same park that we left you at last night. We are headed to go do some laundry this morning because, as you can tell, I'm wearing the same sweater as I was yesterday. And so it's time to do some laundry, get some clean underwears and stuff. So that's where we're headed. Hey everyone, I'm Louie and this is my Pity William. We live full-time in my self-converted vintage Aerostar and are traveling the world, well, currently only the US. For the next few months, we will be living, working, and exploring in the southern United States, hoping to debunk stereotypes, learn some history, and eat some good southern food. Oh, and did I mention my mom and her pup are also along for the ride. Thanks for watching and subscribe to find out where we end up each week. Headed out to do laundry. Laundry time! Mom had to go get more change. I'm like, oh yeah. So Mom went off to go work at a park and I decided, we went and picked up some food and I decided to go to a new place and park up. We're next to a cemetery, but I want to take William on a nice long walk through the city and explore a little bit and then come back and do some work. So when in a new city, it's time to explore. You can't just sit in your van all day, can you, William? So we're gonna fuel up and then go explore. The sun is finally peeking out from behind the clouds. Oh, William's going poop. Anyways, I'm trying to say that the sun is out now and the solar panels are getting battery juice and hopefully it will start warming up here in the next few days. But the buildings here are so cool. I feel like I'm in the liberalness of California, but with an East Coast Southern vibe to it. For some reason, I never imagined New Orleans with skyscrapers. See that old building. Random houses in the middle of the park. There's the park. There's houses in the middle. Wonder what it was before. Probably got hit by a hurricane. The French Quarter over there. One hour walk later. Kisses for William. Are you tired now, William? It's finally warming up here and it feels so good. Aw. You tired now, bud? Or are you sad that we're still not walking? We are just on the outskirts of the French Quarter right now, and but we're gonna save that for probably Thursday. We wanted to go and walk around the French Quarter a little bit because it's gonna be sunnier and warmer, so that is something to look forward to. So if you didn't watch yesterday's video, it probably doesn't completely make sense to you why I'm making a video every day this week. The main reason why I wanted to make a video every day for 7 days straight is because I am launching my Patreon. I have been thinking about the ways that I can turn making videos into a career and into enough income for me to continue this journey on the road, since I love making videos and I love sharing with all of you. And even having mid-roll ads in the middle of my videos sometimes just makes me feel like I'm selling out. All of the ads and things make me feel like I'm selling out to media and consumerism. And on top of that, I really don't want to do sponsorships with people. I've had a couple people approach me about doing collaborations, which is all great and cool, but none of them ever want to pay you for the work you do to advertise their product basically for free for just one trial sample of their stuff. And to me, that feels so wrong. It just feels like you're being taken advantage of. I don't want to be doing any sponsorships because I have to do them to make money. I so want to be solely on this platform to share this journey and to share all of my adventures throughout my life. And unfortunately, in this world that we live in, we have to make an income somehow. That is where Patreon falls in, and that is why I'm calling this week Patreon Week. So if you sign up on my Patreon, there's 6 different tiers on my Patreon, ranging from $3 to $200, and they all have different really cool benefits that you'll get for signing up, including an extra podcast, a live stream monthly, stickers, postcards sent straight to you from wherever we are in the world. I feel like doing it this way is so much more fulfilling than putting ads randomly or sponsorships just randomly in my videos. That's just not how I roll. And for some people that works, but for me, I feel like that does not speak to who I am as a video creator. So if you want to join on Patreon over there, there'll be a lot of extra cool and fun content. And if that's not your thing, that's totally okay. I will continue to have these videos be free here on YouTube for you. And I just wanted to give y'all the option as well to have some extra content if you're into it. So anyways, thank you to y'all for watching my videos. I took out a bunch of my winter clothes from the back under storage over here, and now they're everywhere and I need to put them away. But I feel like that's also another source of procrastination in editing this week's video. So what do you call it when you're in a loop of procrastination where you're using one thing to procrastinate another, but you're also using that thing to procrastinate the thing that you're procrastinating? So then you just kind of get stuck in this loop and you just like sit here. Yeah, that's my life right now. I got stuff to do. Stop procrastinating. This is how I write my little voiceovers. It looks a lot like a 6th grade book report. I look up a bunch of information and try to find sources that are not just Wikipedia a lot. And I do notice the difference in tone and information they give depending on who wrote it. And then I take a sticky note and write out my voiceover about what I'm gonna say. This particular one is about Cajun and Creole culture in Louisiana. If you haven't seen it, definitely go check it out. I know this might not apply to everyone, but this moment reminds me of when I was a kid and my parents weren't home yet from work or something, and I was like home from school and it was like starting to get dark outside, and I was just like sitting on like my Nintendo DS or like watching a movie or something in the living room, and I didn't have the lights on, and then they would just walk in and be like, why are there any lights on in here? And you're just like, I don't know. And they're like, why don't you turn some lights on? That's exactly what this moment's like. I'm just sitting on my laptop working in the dark. I feel like my mom's just gonna walk in here at any moment and be like, why don't you have any lights on? Joke's on you, Mom. I'm trying to conserve power, okay? I'm trying to make sure climate change doesn't happen, alright? I'm trying to offset my carbon emissions. Hey everyone, so I'm getting ready for bed. I realize this video is not going to be very long, but tomorrow I promise I'll make up for it by doing some more cool stuff and showing you around New Orleans some more. But I guess I could just leave the video with these thoughts. So I've been thinking a lot about the future of this country, and if you've seen some of my other videos, you probably know already that I am not the type of person to not talk about these kind of things and not voice my opinions and not be open with how I feel or like what my thought processes are. Through some of the most unprecedented times in the country that I live in. I am American. So my mom and I were in here with our little heater watching AOC give a live talk, and she was talking a lot about how there's like no place in this country for hatred, or she was talking a lot about how there's no place in this country for white supremacists or for hate or any bigotry of any type in this country, because America is changing. And sometimes I feel like America is changing for the worse when we have lots of just unprecedented and like wildly over the top political figures in our ruling class. And I think that she helped me really think about it in a different way. It's like, to be American is to be someone who cares about each other and cares about equity and equality and rights for all people. I guess those are all very similar, but being an American means to care about each other and to fight for a better future for our children and create a country like that. So I've said since I was little that I didn't want to live in America, that I don't feel like I belong here, and adults would always be like, you'll grow out of that when you're older and stuff. And in a way, I still feel like I really dislike this country, but in a sense, there's a lot of privilege also in being able to say that I am an American citizen, and that I do have a lot of rights that a lot of people don't have. And yeah, I do believe this country is like definitely one of the most supremacist countries on this planet, but I think that there's no place for that kind of stuff as the generations grow up and as we become the people who are the leaders. And that's why I don't want to be silent about these things and pretend like these things aren't things that I'm thinking about, because they're things that I think about. Since I was younger, I always thought about making the world a better place. I had a freaking petition signed by all my classmates in like 4th grade that was petitioning that we were having so much homework. It was causing us to be mentally strained as children. Like, me getting on here and pretending that I don't think about all of the politics, all of the major events that are happening right now in the country that I'm in would be a lie. And if this is not something you're into, then definitely I'm not the channel for you, and that's fine. But if you do want to stay, just know that I will be talking about politics on this channel and just voicing my opinions. And I'm not always right, and no one's always right. So I just like to open up these lines of communication in a very non-threatening way. It's just thoughts and feelings and opinions, and my opinion right now is that everything that is happening in this country really, really freaking sucks. It's the low of the lows. It makes me feel scared sometimes to be in certain areas of this country, especially going through the South in this van where the KKK was like a super prevalent thing, and it still is a prevalent thing. Yeah, so those things just scare me sometimes, but I do believe that there is hope. There is the chance that we can change things around. We can become the American citizens that we want to be proud of, and not afraid to go to another country and be like, oh yeah, I'm American, and then get all of the backlash and all of the comments about what it means to be American. And so I have hope, and that's what great leaders do. That is what I really believe AOC does. She really does make you feel like there's hope in such dark times. So that is my rant for the evening, since I don't think this video is going to be very long in the first place. But this is truly what happens during the week. It's like there's so much going on in this country right now. It would be a lie to say that I don't think about this stuff on a weekly basis, a daily basis. It's just how it is. Let's see how much information I can share with y'all about my life on the internet. So maybe if technology gets even more advanced, they can just replicate me from DNA and put my personality into my thing, like a Black Mirror episode. We are parked in another spot, just like 200 feet away from where we parked last night. And I hope I remember tomorrow, I'll show you. But we're at the same park in New Orleans, and there's actually 3 other vans other than my mom and my van parked here. It's like we all just parked next to each other. We're like, safety in numbers. Not that I think they are gonna make us move or anything, but it's just funny. We're all like, oh, more van people, let's just park there. Yeah, and I hope you all feel comfortable enough to voice your opinions in my descriptions too. Although I just don't want it to get as like rude as like normal as like other YouTube thread things. Like, can we not insult each other if we have opinions on the internet? Can we just like have conversations? And like I like to think that no people who do that kind of thing wouldn't be into this kind of thing, but my channel is never going to be the place where I pretend like things are peachy and rosy and happy all the time, even though things are very good a lot of the time. I'm very, very fortunate. But when there seems to be a whole world crashing down over you and there's like the potential for danger and hate crimes around you, I think that's something that should be talked about if we're going to accurately represent this lifestyle as a woman of color. William's already ready for bed. I better finish making the bed and say goodnight. So anyways, thank you for watching, everyone. I will see you tomorrow. If you didn't see yesterday's video, click one of the links that will be on the screen. And if you want to go and watch the next video, click somewhere on the screen here. All right, see y'all tomorrow. Bye.